Hi, I'm the host of the STO Smokers Lounge. I'm here to tell you about Anchor, the perfect app that you can use right now to start your own podcast network. You can broadcast right now. All you got to do is download the app, whether you have a phone, iPad, or even a laptop or desktop. You can right now download Anchor or go to Anchor FM right now and start recording and have your stuff broadcasted over multiple platforms such as Spotify. So go to Anchor today and start your podcast career like I have. Because trust me, I love me some Anchor.
Black Wall Street is now online, baby. That's right. Visit the GW District. Shop the very best in men's and women's apparel and accessories, home decor, office supplies, books, pantry items, and so much more. The GW District is a retail marketplace of black-owned products and media. We're both veteran and black-owned, and we're bringing you the best online shopping experience with products made by small businesses. Come and experience the GW District difference today at shopgwdistrict.com. That's shopgwdistrict.com. The GW District, a retail marketplace of black-owned products and media.
That's right. That's right.
So, how you doing today, gorgeous?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing, well, actually, I'm tired of shit, to be honest with you. I'm kind of glad you decided not to do video because oh, Lord Jesus, I am drained. I had a very, very long and busy day. I had to work a double at the same time, go and receive an honor that was given to me and my rap compatriots that I was in a group with back in the day, for being honored to be in hip-hop pioneers here in Durham, North Carolina. Ooh, she showed me that pretty face. Now I'm going to turn on my camera, even though they ain't going to get to see this because this is going to be audio, but you know what I'm saying? You know, I can't just, you know, have you by yourself in this situation.
I didn't know if I could. I know you were smoking channel, but I was like, I don't know. You want to see me over here?
Please, the smoker's loud. Shit, even if you was putting it up, you can light up, babe. What you talking about? Shit, I be rolling up on camera and everything, but you know, like I said, I had to do that and then go back to work and finish up. So yeah, it was. But I'm at Casa de la Cu. I can't even say it right. Casa de Lucas. Back at the house, upon the road, and everything. So, and how have you been, sexy lady? What's been up with you? What's been popping?
Just work. Just that's all. I'm still trying to finish editing videos from even the event that you last saw me at.
Oh yes.
I got three different videos out of it, and I'm just like, time to edit.
Yeah, I saw the visuals.
Yep. A little bit is out there. So some people posted, you know, different clips, but you know, when I like to put my stuff up when I feel like it's definitely ready and looks how I want it to look. So I'm in the process of doing that so I could get it exactly where I want it to be. And then hopefully within like the end of this month to the beginning of next month, because next month is my birthday month. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, once my birthday month get here, I'm like, it's going to be work, but it's going to be mostly chill time for me. Mm-hmm. Just because, you know, it's that year. I'm turning the dirty 30. So, you know, I gotta.
Lord, she said she about to do it up. She about to break it to the 30s. The 30's the new 20. Act like you know, nigga.
Yep. I was just telling you. Hell, if I could still get hit on by a 21-year-old, then dirty is the new 20.
Shit. Hey, look, don't get twisted. They love them a MILF. They love them.
I'm not a MILF yet. There's no no kids coming out of me yet. I am there.
Oh, no. See, that's the thing about the porn game. You ain't got to have kids to be considered a MILF. They're just a secret to the game. You get what I'm saying? What people don't realize it's the illusion.
Oh yeah, that's very true.
Misdirection. So look, let me do these particulars so we can get this thing on the road, okay, baby?
All right.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Smokers Lounge here on Anchor, the perfect app for anyone trying to start their own podcast career. All you got to do is download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and start podcast today and get yourself a profile. I'm your host, Karen Oliver, Southern Champ, a.k.a. the Porn Rap Star. Yeah, find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/Porn Rap Star. Let me tell you about 3 wonderful sponsors that we have to tell you about. The first one being the Facebook of the LS community. I'm talking about lsworld.com. Next up, the hottest adult magazine on the web today. I'm talking about eroticismmagazine.com. And next up, and black owned for you content creators, 90% profit, offer healthcare. Ain't even got to worry about hashtags. And for your consumers, a new place to consume your XXX content. I'm talking about excitebunny.com. Also, we're a proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. Plus, go over to shopgwdistrict.com and get the opportunity to buy products from over 500 Black-owned retailers, shops, and boutiques. Also, check me out Monday through Friday. Let me get the times right. 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on FullySwapRadio.com. That's right. 5 days a week, you get to listen to me chop it up with some sexy porn stars, just like this lady that I'm about to talk to in a second. And also, you can catch me on SkyhawkAfterDarkTV.com as well as the BGP LLC app on the SGP radio. Say that 5 times fast. Okay, with that being said, I'm about to shut up and let this sexy, gorgeous, poetic, and also nasty and freaky, because she had me with her heart on watching her shit, introduce herself.
Hello, y'all. I'm Glam Rains. I'm both an adult entertainer and an erotic poet. I love what I do. That's one thing that I have to say for sure. Not only do I love sex, but I love talking about sex. So that's me. Definitely, my tagline is "Pussy Poet." You know, not only am I serving pussy, but I'm serving poetry. You know.
Oh my God! Hey, look, you need to check out. I don't know if you heard of it, Cashmere. What's her name? I seen her link. I think y'all should collabo together.
All right.
Y'all should collabo together. I'm telling you. Because actually, I think you going to the Exotica this year?
I'm trying to go to the Jersey.
I think she's going to be there performing, doing one of her pussy sermons.
In Jersey?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I think so.
I'm planning on trying to be out there for Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah,
I have work for the rest of the week.
See, all my listeners know I love connecting people, especially if they got like things in common, because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, that'll be hot. But anyway, so for the listeners, if you probably by the time you hear this, you heard her for a little second discuss who she was and what was going on, and she was at this content house. So tell me how the shoots went, who you worked with, your experience in the content house with my mentor, Omari the Rebel. That's my nigga, goddammit. That's my nigga.
Well,
that's my brother from another mother. But go ahead, baby.
It went really, really well. Made some connections there, some new connections. Mm-hmm. We touched on some old connections, or some forming connections, I should say. Mm-hmm. I would say, well, as far as working with, I worked with Mr. Black Rose. I worked with Hung Lo. I worked with Trinity. I also worked with Pegasus. I worked with
I did see Pegasus get in front of the camera with her sexy ass. She couldn't couldn't help herself.
Yes.
I ain't mad at you, Peg.
So, me and Amari worked together a little bit that night. We all kind
Man,
of
you
just
put in
jumped in
work,
it.
boo. You put in work.
We all just trying to have not only get what we need to get out of it, but have a good time in the process. And nobody's mad at that.
Because the thing of it is like with like content events, content parties, content house, what have you, is that everybody gets, walk away happy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not even about the amount of content. It's about the quality and your level of what you wanted out of the experience and out of the ordeal. Period. And for what I saw, you put in some work. I was like, okay. Yeah, because when you sat down in front of me in the camera, I said, all right, this is what I'm going to watch right here. I smell something. I smell something. So, see, I'm trying to figure where I'm going to start with you. All right, let's start here. What brought you into the adult film industry? And then we'll move to the poetry in a second.
So I'm gonna say a little bit about me because it's gonna sound crazy, but I always was fascinated with porn. Like I always been fascinated from like Cinemax porn to HBO Max porn to all those channels.
No, she did say HBO Max porn.
I was that
watch
kid.
Cinemax After Dark, did you, lady?
I was that young little freaky teenager just looking at porn channels and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I like sex. I could be in front of the camera doing that, and they get paid to do that because logical sense is you make a movie, you get paid. So, I was like, okay, maybe, but you live in New York. You don't there's no big porn industry in New York, so you don't think that's ever going to be something that you're gonna necessarily aspire to, but. If there's something you want to do, it's something you want to do. So, later on, I seen that a lot of individual porn, not only production companies, but individuals as well, stars, were starting to go into their own lane of having their own websites and their own, market for what they do, whether it was sex toys or whatever it is they did to market themselves. So I saw it was like a real business. It wasn't just, okay, we're fucking on camera. We can profitize on other areas within the market, and it's an industry in itself. So when OnlyFans arrived, I thought because I know people might see a picture from me from like 2020 and then I stopped, and then you'll see another picture and then it stopped. Like, I was like dibble and dabble, like, should I? I don't know. Should I? I don't know. That very back and forth kind of thing. So I did little teaser photos, like maybe I'll show my ass in one photo or I'll show a nipple in another photo. Very, very much just, little snippet.
So you just dipping your toe into it.
Just dipping my toe. I don't know who might subscribe. I don't know who's gonna even search for me. I don't know what to do to market it. I'm just posting. That was just literally me at that moment. And then I would say maybe about a year, not necessarily a full year, but about a year later, I was ready to start. And when I started, that's when my homeboy, who's actually a BBW Slayer, he was already doing it for a while. So I was like, you do it. How is it? How does that go? What do you find from it? He was like, well, first thing first, do you even have a dirty Twitter? Do you even have a Twitter to start with? And so I'm like, well, I have a Twitter. I just didn't know there was a dirty Twitter. There's a dirty Twitter? Dirty Twitter exists?
Yeah, it's dirty Twitter.
He was like, yeah, it's the whole Twitter after dark that you don't know about. He was like, I suggest you go on there and look around a little bit, see who you find. He was like, doesn't matter who, just, look. And then start posting on there. Like, when you're ready to post, just start posting on there. And your page will naturally become one.
Mm-hmm.
And so, basically, we were chilling one night, and it was just like, all right, pull out the camera, let's go, let's see what happens, kind of thing. Let's see how it goes down. If they like you, they like you. They don't, they don't. At least you'll know, kind of shit. And so it was like, all right, put it up like this, and naturally people started coming in little by little. It started to flow. I think I had maybe like 30, at most like 30 followers after like the first, week, and then it started growing naturally. Now that I'm promoting more, I'm nearing 800. Soon it'll be 1,000. The more I just go at it, the more I'll get. But I mean, I started at the end of May of this year, and we're only in September, so who knows how far.
So, ladies and gentlemen, she had not been in it long, so this is going to be a very interesting conversation, and it's going to be fun. So, with that being said, the frequency of your filming, because I know when it comes to content, you have to keep up with the demand to a certain extent, especially with OnlyFans, because what people don't realize is, I don't know if they still do it, they used to send you emails like, you haven't updated in the week, sir. Can you please can you at least post something?
Especially if your following is huge. If your following starts to grow, it's like, hey, where's the content? For me, I haven't gotten those emails just yet. I try to post at least something within the week, whether it's a little snippet of myself doing something in the week, or it, like, for me, I like to have, even though I probably shouldn't be saying this, I like to do little twerk videos at work, like throw that out there.
Don't feel bad. I did a jerk off video at work, but tell nobody that.
I'm telling
you,
like, it comes like doing little snippets like that. It's like, all right, she ain't sucking dick, but she shaking her ass in front of me. I can see a little something. And so, the more I meet more women in this industry, the more I learn. Definitely. Right now I have a poll on Twitter just to see like what people want to see out from me.
Mm-hmm.
Just because right now I'm kind of in a creative funk. Like, I know what I want to do with myself as far as style and what I want to produce, but as far as what people want to see from me, I haven't learned that as of yet. But obviously, I haven't been in it that long to learn exactly what people.
But see, what you're going through right now is you're filling out what your brand is going to be, because that's what ultimately what you're going to end up having is a brand. Period. To what your niche may be, your repertoire may be, or what have you. Period. Because a lot of times with females, it's knowing what you're willing to do on camera versus what you already do in your normal life versus what you wouldn't mind trying. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Period. So it's kind of to that level. And then also now that you actually shot with a big dog with Omari, because everyone that was pretty much in the mix was pretty much experienced. You feel what I'm saying? Now it's also going to stay to the level that now you done step to, because now you head towards porn star level. You feel what I'm saying? Because you done work with porn stars, which hence makes you now a porn star.
Right. That is very true.
So it's kind of like, go ahead.
I said it's funny that you even said talking about a brand, because that's what I actually talked about with Amari too. Is like, what should my brand be? Like, yes, I do poetry. Yes, I do porn. But how do I merge the two? How do the two become one? You know what I mean? Because one thing about me, I'm a very sensual person. I like to talk about sex, but I don't do it in a sense of just like nitty gritty, pussy is fucking and there it is. Like, I'm very poetic with the way I spin my words. And because I look at it more on a storyteller's point of view, and not necessarily a here's something that happened to me kind of thing. I do it more so like I had a dream. Now let me tell you that dream. Like, you know what I mean?
It's kind of like what you could. I mean, okay, because I was gonna ask this question anyway.
You'll definitely hear what I'm saying. You'll definitely hear what I'm saying when I say it. You might have questions after.
People, trust me. She gonna give us one of her steamy pieces a little bit later. We're gonna give her the floor in a little bit, but no, because one thing I was gonna ask was, were you planning to implement your poetry into your porn, whether it's
porn?
Yeah, it's kind of like maybe. Damn it! See, okay. Like maybe over the porn itself, or over the trailer, or what have you. Like even to the point, like I'm gonna tell you what I'm seeing right now. This is crazy because see, I'm a math genius. It'll be like some shit. You step to a mic looking all sexy lingerie, and you're doing your porn. Then it just flashes to you doing sex scene with whatever male talent it is, what have you. Then it flashes back to you doing the.
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what was talking about.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, because to me, I think it would make you unique because it taps into one. You tap into two different fan bases. You tap into the fan base that love the spoken word, and you tap into the porn fan base. And there's crossover there because there's people that like spoken word that likes porn. You know, like Blush Erotica, they use, you know, I guess erotic poetry, erotic story, audio over their porn, their porn, or what have you. And like I said, like I told him, I said, what I like about them is not corny. See, so it's like, to me, with even spoken words, even with Cashmere, her spoken word, it was like I got to see her link, because like one of my favorite episodes that she did was when she was talking about a black cuck experience where it was her husband with a stud. I was like, and that shit was spoken word. This shit was tight. So it's kind of like, so I kind of figured you were going to implement that, you know, period. So
I definitely want to start. It definitely takes the right people to get your vision across.
mm-hmm.
The look that I definitely love, and I came across the other day and definitely gave props to on my page when I retweeted it, was ASMR sensual. They use a lot of sensual bright lights, and it's very seductive with their approach. And I want that seduction when it comes to my poetry, because not only do I recite it in a way where I want to seduce you with my voice and my words, but I also want that to be visualized on camera. So yes, I can speak it in between, and yes, you'll get that essence from what I sound like, because a lot of times when I'm in porn shoots, I don't speak a lot. Like I'm more vocal in moaning, but I'm not vocal in talking. So this is a way to
I'll get to talk out you. I'll get to talk out you when I work with you.
I can't.
You get to talk after I finish with
you. Get a word in there. get at least one word. But no, for real. When I do my poetry, I'm nervous at times performing it. So I do perform off a phone because I am very forgetful when nerves kick in. But, and not to mention I smoke a lot of weed, so that's a whole nother thing in itself. But when I do my poetry, I know what I wrote. So I know what the next line should be. It's not like I'm going to fumble or stumble over my words, because I take my time and I know the picture I'm trying to paint when I'm saying these words, because I did it to tell you a story.
Okay. Well, speaking about that, you might well segue. Look, All right, listeners, I'm about to step out the way, and we're gonna continue this after we do this Smokers Lounge Poetry Corner real quick. I got some questions to ask her since she's new, because we about to get to the really goody to it. So with that being said, I'm about to step back and let Glam Reigns speak her words. Take a good sip. You got to get loose. That mouth about to get wet. Now go ahead.
All right, so this poem is called Succubus. And it goes like this. Last night, I was called a succubus. Because, baby, when I suck, you bust. But these moments aren't just wrapped in lust. My vibe is one you trust. I'll have you envision me in your dreams. As you're overcome with ecstasy, you ask me to proceed. You and I both know you want to hear how this siren screams. We're in a compromising position that only gods have dreamed. Unlike the stories told, here's where we exchange energies. I take my stance on your dick, my pussy grips, right into the very tip until cum starts to trip. Let your tongue take a dip. Supply you with my very essence until you lick from ass to clit. The tell you that was told to you were wrong. The folks I lure, time is always lit. Oh, you didn't know a succubus was the shit? So, that is one of my poems.
All I can say is,
well, that is appreciated.
That's cool. That's cool. You know, I mean, what was the inspiration behind that one, other than sucking dick?
Well, that was actually something my homeboy actually called me. Mm-hmm. One day I was like, my baby, he is a freak and a whole thing in his own essence and rights. Mm-hmm. So when he basically called me that, I was like, you calling me this? Do you know what that word means? Like, do you know what a succubus actually is? Like, you want to call me this? You sure about that? And so it was like a whole conversation, like a whole back and forth. Like, we have each other's text messages, Facebook, Snapchat, you name it, we have it. And it became a conversation over all three platforms because it was like, how dare you? And then you're not going to respond to my message? I think you're going to go look at my message now. And like, so I was like, okay, definitely need to write a poem to this. Yes, as we know, a succubus is seen as an entity that steals your energy through sexual endeavors. And I guess where he was coming from was like that we tend to vibe with each other, and we kind of both, when he's down, I'm there for him, and when I'm down, he's there for me. So it was like, okay, I get where you're coming from, but it's also, you're not meaning it in a disrespectful or harming way. Mm-hmm. You're coming from a place where it's like, you're a sexual being, and it's something unhuman about you. It's not a typical female you run across. Therefore,
I've seen the videos. Yeah, I can see why he's called you a succubus. You gets down. Because to me, I mean, even with me as a form of talent, I like females that was intense sexually. Okay, made for the scene better. You know, she went as hard as I did. You know, I always say this jokingly, but I'm dead serious. If you ain't saw her, that scene didn't pop. Because it's the dance between the male talent, the female talent, and even with the camera guy involved. You know, everything. So with you being in front of the camera, like, was this content house your first, like, somewhat pro shoot, or like I said, with a cameraman filming it? Because prior you was like using like POV, had it on a tripod.
Yeah, so I was very much POV and tripod. With a lot of people that I've worked with.
Mm-hmm.
This was my first, like you said, cameraman filming in there. But what I will say about filming in that way, it wasn't uncomfortable for me. It's never been a problem for me to walk around naked in front of somebody. That's not the issue.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is more so of when I'm there, do I feel respected and do I feel comfortable?
Yeah, I feel.
And if I feel those two things, then let's take this off. Let's have some fun. Hell, I've known some. Well, I would say I'm learning. I haven't known them for that long. But
so here's the question that I asked then, because when you're working with a cameraman and when we're filming porn, the one lesson that we learn is how to work the camera. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm pretty sure from you doing your POVs, you probably do, be it that you're a poet, you do pay attention to your scenes and what have you, or look back at your videos. What's some of the things that you took from you learning and watching yourself with the POVs that you took when you got in front with the cameraman? Because now that's a moving camera, so now you got to be able to be, you get where I'm coming from?
Definitely more of like, don't just make love in your films, fuck in your films. Like, nobody wants to, well, not to say nobody wants to see the sensual moments. Sensual moments are beautiful depending on how you shoot them. But what people came to see is you fucking. Like, they want to beat their dick or rub their pussies to you fucking. And there has to be some kind of rhythm to it. What I also learned from what I'll say from the beginning to now is definitely pay attention to the camera a little bit more. And like, don't be afraid to stare at the camera. Yeah. It's okay.
Because see, it's something interesting that you said they want to see you fuck. They want to see the man fuck you, but you make love to the camera.
Right.
You know, period. Because the simplest thing, I tell females, do not be afraid of your natural fuck face. Because it might be the sexiest thing on fucking God's green earth. I'm sorry, you know, period. It's kind of like, you know, because that's one thing that I think a lot of people that get in the business don't understand is that when you actually, as you level up and you work with more professional people, it's being aware of where the camera is, at the same time being aware of your positioning where that camera is at, you know, period. And like I said, from watching some of your videos, you figured that out. You was pretty good. And I ain't saying it because you on here. No, because anyone will tell you that if I bring you on here, that means you doing some good shit. And I'm like watching. So, right. So with that being said, people, y'all know what time it is. It's that time of the show where the pussies go dry, but dicks go limp. Let's talk about the business. Now, with content, you said you got OnlyFans or what have you.
And I also have loyal fans too.
Yeah, loyal fans. Okay. Yeah, loyal fans. I cannot unlock that motherfucking conundrum to save my life, but that's a story for another day. When it comes to maintaining these sites, also promotion, the whole nine, because people don't realize the easy part is filming, the hard part is getting the sales. You know, period. Speak to one, this is not an easy business. This ain't money dripping from a tree or what have you. It takes work and it takes time. You know, period, from the little bit of time that you have been in it.
It's definitely a lot of work. Like, from having a 9 to 5, then having to come home and get as much editing as you can out of your night until you have to go to bed for the next day. And still gotta cook dinner and eat. And shower before bed, you know, all that good stuff. It's definitely a second job. Like, if you're not ready to have a second job, I wouldn't advise you to go into content creating, because unless you're a person where like all you do is just fuck on camera and somebody else edits all your work, or you outsource your work getting edited. But as far as if you want to take a part and have the look that you want to have and the feel that you want to have to your videos, I would suggest just don't do it. Don't like and if you don't like fucking on camera, like if you're not the type of person that's comfortable in light. So I know some people that told me, like, how do you fucking on camera? Like, how are you comfortable fucking with the lights on? And I'm just like, it's my fucking body. And if you fucking me, you clearly want my body. So what am I hiding?
I'm saying, I mean, actually, BBWs are some of the top money makers in the business if you want to go there. Keep it 100. Shoot, they actually ushered in the MILF era. but I don't feel like going into history right now. So, because, yeah, it's kind of like this. It's not about, because you hear how girls, they make the 6 figures with OnlyFans, but it's not about that 1 month, that 2 months, and 3 months. It's maintaining it. That's the hard part. You know, period. It's maintaining that paycheck, because 1 month is good, the next month you like, damn, nobody buys shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the ups and downs of business, because people keep forgetting that this is a contracted business and it is a business based off sales. So even McDonald's don't have the greatest of months. Shoot. So now with that being said, go ahead.
And it's also learning that your growth takes time. There's so many people expecting an immediate outcome. Like, oh, I put this out. Why people didn't just buy it? Or why aren't people just not subscribing to my, whether it's $5.99 or $20? Why they not subscribing? And it's like, people want to first see what you got. And you have to have what people want to see. So it's important to ask people and engage your fan base so they start telling you, I want to see this kind of color on your toes. I want to see your nails look like this. I want to see you fuck a girl. I want to see you fuck 2 guys. Whatever it is. I want to see it. And if you don't have it, I'm not coming to your page.
Yeah.
And I'm learning that. I'm definitely learning that.
So, with now you at the, let's say, the beginning of your porn career, on the sexual end of things, because of course porn, because the normalization of it, which in turn has now caused porn to move a little bit in a more extreme direction, such as BDSM, anal, gangbangs, bukakis, you name it, what have you, glory holes. So, what some of the things that you are interested in, wouldn't mind trying, may have already done probably, and say you wouldn't mind doing on camera to that level, such as the gangbangs and such?
Gangbangs, definitely, for sure. I'm trying to get into anal. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I tried it once, but I feel like I'm still an anal virgin, because it's just like, I'm like, yes, there's been tongue, there's been fingers, but as far as like, all right, let's get the lube and let's go at it, that just hasn't happened. I'm just like, I wouldn't say all my girls, but a lot of my girls tell me, like, girl, it's just a different feeling. Like, you have to try it. It's a whole nother experience. And I'm like, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. but I don't think I'm quite ready. I think I need to ease my way into that. Like, let's
Now,
start off with
what you need is anal training, but see what people don't realize. No, not the anal training you see on the video. No, it's about really anal plugs, anal beads. Like I tell any dude that these the key perfect conditions for anal to work. One, she has to be at her height of horniness throughout the time of sex prior to anal. The ass must be primed. And he has to be at his hardest. Because trust me, he's gonna hit the wall for a second and he got to. And lube will need to be used. If not, a lot of spit, but that's a total story. Because even to the point like primary is such as when he eating the pussy, he's eating it from the back where he's eating the pussy and the ass. And he tonguing the ass. Because the whole point of it is to get you so horny and so aroused that once he got it in, you feel the pain, but it's kind of like, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with pain and pleasure at all. Never.
So, all right. So, for your perfect game bang, how many guys?
All right. I would say 2 guys to start. 2 starts.
That's a threesome.
I have 2 guys to start, and then let's bring in like maybe 3 to 4 more, and just see how that goes. See how that works out.
I got a feeling once you got the 2 and then 3 and 4 got in, you on your game. I'm not worried about you.
I'm just like, somebody's got to be doing something while I'm doing something, and I guess I got to tackle 2 to 3 and multitask because
because it's to the point like in each level that you get to. Let's say for the girls that want to get like the pay gigs, the more a female does, the more chance you have to make money. So I tell any female, if you're willing to do it and you do it anyway, make money with it. So the only thing I say is this: just before you eat it, make sure you prime your ass, because people don't realize these girls, everything that they do on camera, they prep for it, even for anal scenes. Period. Even to like vomit scenes, it's not chunky. It's like clear as fuck, but it's shit that they do to prep for. They drink a lot of water, what have you. Period. So that's some of the things that you probably will eventually, learn as well. What have you. Are you into BDSM?
I'm getting more into it. I want to touch my toes into that industry. I've been told a lot that I'm very aggressive and very assertive in a lot of ways. So I'm like, maybe I should just play that up on film. So when people meet me in person, they know exactly what it is they're getting. Because yes, I am a very nice person, but I do have that aggressive side, and I think getting into, I don't know, just that section area. I don't know if I'm never sadomasochism. Like, I don't think I'm necessarily that extreme, but definitely bondage and the whole dominance and submission and all of it. I think I'm there.
Yeah, because even to the point of the fetish side of porn and BDSM side of porn is very lucrative.
Yes.
Especially if you're authentic with it, because that's the whole kicker with it. What fetishes have you looked into that you might want to dibble dabble into?
Femdom, definitely. I kind of want to, have heels on, step on a few things, whip a few things. You can get your aggression out of the week when you're yelling on the weekend. So why not get paid while this all happens?
Yeah, because even like with the OnlyFans, there's so many ways within the OnlyFans you can make money for understanding messages, custom videos and stuff like that. That's why I tell females, when you expand your brand, it's not just with the type scenes that you do, the type sex you do, but also the type services that you offer. Period, even to like custom videos and everything. So, I know that you haven't been in business. What some of the avenues like that have you looked into that you have thought about dabbling into?
Definitely custom videos. I've thought of doing that. I'm actually thinking of like changing my price list up a little bit. I definitely offer bookings. I've done a few of those a few times. Yeah, I think videos. Just because the way I work right now, offering FaceTime calls is just not in the books at the moment until either my schedule changes or I get a new job. But I'm not looking for a new job yet. I love my job, so please, I'm not trying to lose that. But I would say, just expanding my content a little bit more, putting more out there for sure. I think that I want to just branch out a little bit, like we talked about earlier with the whole more production value content. I do want that whole porn star. She is out there looking phenomenal and amazing. And so, I guess when I figure out exactly how to get the look and what poem to choose, or whether I need to write something new altogether, I just want to have something that I'm proud of and that is my own. Nobody can say, "Oh, she took that idea from me." No, I am my own person. I'm doing my own thing. I'm not trying to copy or bite anyone's style. And if you were thinking about it, hey, well, guess what? Either you do it or I'm doing it first. You know what I'm saying? And if you do it and it don't look right, just don't get mad if mine looks better.
Most definitely. Now I got to ask you this. This is a good question. Now that you are now pursuing and you're now part of the porn industry, speak to the changes in your sex life, your personal sex life that you have to make to accommodate to chase this business?
So there is many sectors to that question. Because you got the one hand where people just think you are a prostitute in the industry, and it's like, I don't want to necessarily make content with you, but I do want this from you. And it's like, well, I'm not an escort, so I can't, this is not a meet and greet type of situation, and I don't really provide services in that way. I'm a creator, so if I do content with you, I'm looking to film it and put it out there to make dollars off of it, not just film and you got nothing to show for what you filmed for, and not to do services but you're not filming. Like that to me just makes no sense. And then the other half of it is the dating life, because I am a single woman. I'm also I'm pansexual and I'm polyamorous. So looking for someone who is not only open-minded, but open to the lifestyle that I have chose. Because clearly if I'm sleeping with many people, I am a little bit of a swinger. I sleep I swing around. I'm very open. I'm very free. And I need a partner to understand that if, all right, yeah, she's fucking somebody tonight, but that's still my girl. Like, she ain't going nowhere. She's my girl. Like, and understand that it's work. It's not look for a new man to replace you. It's go out there and do some business and coming back home. So I get some that understands, I get some that don't, but at the same time, it's more so where I put my foot down. That's where I get the whole, like, she a little bitchy, she a little aggressive, tone. But hey, it is what it is. If you ain't ready for it, you ain't ready for it. I'm gonna let you know. You're not ready for me.
Yeah, because for us to do this business, we actually make sacrifices because now we got to be even more selective who we fuck. Because the simple fact of that, we got to step on set with them clean tests. And because now motherfuckers don't accept health department like that, they want that TTS, and that shit costs. That shit costs.
Like $200 a pop.
God damn.
And
that's a fucking bill.
Well, depending on where you live, but
yeah,
here in New York, it's about $200 a pop, and then if you are in a situation where you're filming consistently with people that do require TT, because there are some people out there that will just be like, all right, just go to a doctor and run a and we're good. Like, I know you clean, I'm clean, let's go. But there are certain people that are like, all right, I'm only shooting if you're doing TTS. And it's like, if you're not doing it, and if you don't, I
kept running the ones that would say, I just want TTS. I was like, well, I get it if you, like, okay, I get it if you are in a place where you shooting frequently like that and everybody come to it and you're in that circle where you can shoot damn near everybody. But it's not economically sound for everybody, period, just to me. Because if you're a person that might shoot, let's say, once or twice a month, okay, you feel what I'm saying? It's like, that don't warrant $400 a month. That's that's somebody's car payment. Some people electric bill, goddammit. I'm just saying.
And that's so true. And it's so funny because it's nothing that you can't get at a regular doctor. Truth be told.
Actually.
It's just that, yes, it's more secure. Yes, your screen name and your birth name is attached to it. Granted, you don't have to show your birth name on your display, but still, your name is attached to it, and people know this is the person that got it done, and they paid to get that done. But at the same time, if you're not in a production company, or a production film essence where you're gonna make that 10 times fold, then well, maybe not 10 times, but at least 5 times fold. Then it's like,
and you forgot one. The most important one for many of you motherfuckers. I want to fuck you, so fuck it. I'll take the health department. I want to fuck you anyway, so shit. Health department's fine.
That's so true.
We're still human. People. Hey, look.
But that happens, yes.
Yeah,
that's actually. Very true. Like, and the health department, you can't beat the health department. They run everything.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Trust me, but it's just crazy because the person in Hollywood, they can fake a health department. Motherfucker, they done fake the TTS. Your point. They can be fake, motherfucker, especially if you ain't paying attention. So, I mean, but that's why I live vicariously through people, because I'm retired now. Don't get it twisted, god dang it though. From looking at your videos, I wish I was back in the business. I would love to work with you. But I know this much. I'm going to have to bring you back on here because we got so much to discuss. I didn't even get to what happened special. Right. And plus, for my listeners to follow you on your journey in this wonderful business as we know as porn or what have you, and everything, and even it might even give you some advice here and there, you know. So, but so is it safe to say that you'll be back on the podcast, baby girl?
Yes, it is.
So will you be my smoke buddy?
For sure.
So there you go, people. You heard it. And Miss Raines will be back on the Smokers Lounge, and I also will bring her back on the Premium Smoke Room. And on the Premium Smoke Room, mama, we get way more dirtier, get way more open. And it's videos, so that means you're gonna, you already look good as fuck, natural as shit, you know what I'm saying? But I figured you wanted to make yourself up, and I ain't give you enough time. So I would let you have enough time. So, and like I tell everybody, the ladies might flash. They might even suck on a dildo. The only thing they ain't going to do is put it in their pussy. So, because I want to stay on Spotify. But Spotify didn't take me down when them girls did that. So I said, well, I guess that's the parameters they could do. Quick flash, dildo, whatever. Anyway, but we talk more dirtier, we get more candid, we get more real, period. Because trust me, we give you your money's worth. $4.99 a month, 7 premium podcasts for you to listen to, dropping every 2 weeks or weekly, depending upon the podcast. So with that being said, Miss Lady, tell everybody where you can spend money on you.
So you can go to my OnlyFans at onlyfans.com/glam.rains. Rains is spelled REIGNS. You can follow me on Loyal Fans, or you can subscribe if you really want to see what I do. That one is loyalfans.com/glamrains. You can also follow my Twitter pages, Glam Rains and Glam Rains Royal, which is my backup. So, just follow it in case anything ever happens. And then you can also follow me on Instagram, which I have two. I have glam.rains, and I also have Glam Rains Royal.
And where can I hear your poetry?
You can also find that on my Twitter pages. On my Instagram, also, I highlight my poetry. I have a link up there for when I did YouTube. Well, I didn't do YouTube. I did From a Heart of a Poet poetry event. And
nice.
That YouTube is up there from my very first performance ever into erotic poetry in public. Because I did erotic poetry before that. But publicly actually performing erotic poetry. So that is up there. I'm actually trying to, fix up my Insta bio links. So everything is in one nice, concise place for you guys. But until I get there, right now, it's just edit mode.
Word. So that most definitely. And that's the other thing I'm going to bring you back to discuss Loyal Fans, because it's like, I was thinking about doing that with some of the ladies, bringing back to them, discuss like the different platforms that work for them and how they work the platforms. So that's one of the things we might discuss when you come back, for sure.
I actually want to discuss the Excite Bunny one with you, because that sounds interesting to me. I've heard of it. I've seen it about it a little bit, but I didn't actually take my foot into making an account and all that good stuff. So.
Well, I mean, the thing with Excite Bunny before I chime out is that, like I said, one, for right now, and as long as they don't get bothered about the fact that they don't really ban any hashtags or what have you, you can't beat that. And plus, it's 90% profit. So that means that's better than any site, and it's the new and it's new and it's hot. So, period. And like I said, they also be having like spaces. I think every Monday where you can talk to the creator of it. You know what I'm saying? Put in your input. They're very hands on with their shit. They're sex workers that made this for sex workers. So, and it runs. It's subscription. They can't get clips. That's the thing. It's subscriptions. But to me, I think that's better than clips, because at the end of the day, if they get a subscription, it benefits money-wise the creator more so than just clips.
Right.
Period. Because it made them have to pay their value, which is cool to me. So yeah, so definitely check it out for sure. See, I just gave her some knowledge. And also X videos. That's all I'm gonna say. Check out X videos.
All right.
Yeah. So with that being said, people, you know how we end this all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? You didn't learn anything. Smoke this over. Say goodbye to the people, baby girl.
Goodbye, loves. I want to thank you guys for having me on. I can't wait for the next one. And yeah, let's see how that one goes.
Yes.
Hey, it's Princess Havoc, your favorite BBW adult star and host of Causing Havoc, along with the fabulous Bobby Lucas, where we talk about anything and everything. Come follow the dopamine with us Sundays at noon, now with video. Part of the Premium Smoke Room family and streaming exclusively on Anchor and Spotify. Run, don't walk to subscribe now. For only $4.99 a month, you get my show and 4 other great shows as well. See you there. Mwah.